Let's talk about immortality. Not the kind the Greek gods had, but that of a piece of Soviet metal. While Mercedes turned its G-Class, born in 1979, into a rolling palace for billionaire rappers at 175,000 euros. And while Land Rover turned its Defender into an onboard computer capable of climbing trees, Russia chose another path, the path of absolute immobility. I'm referring to the legendary Lada Niva. Born in 1977, the Niva is one of the first cars in the world to combine a unibody design with real off-road capabilities. It was designed for the peasants of the Urals. It drove in Antarctica for 15 years, where other vehicles freeze on the spot, and it's even said to be one of Vladimir Putin's favorite vehicles for going bear hunting. But in Western Europe, the bureaucrats in Brussels and their anti-pollution standards have driven it off our roads. Yet in Russia, the Niva refuses to die. Renamed Niva Legend, it has just undergone its biggest update since the Cold War. At the recent St. Petersburg Economic Forum, Avtovazy unveiled the Niva Legend 2026, and hold on tight because Lada proudly announced that they have integrated 100 new parts. On a car that hasn't changed in 50 years, that's almost an industrial revolution. So what are these incredible innovations? Well, the exterior has changed radically. The turn signals are now white instead of orange. A bold stylistic move that Peugeot had already dared on the 205 in the early 1990s. They've also added new 16-inch alloy wheels. But the real revolution, the thing that's going to shake the global automotive industry, is on the inside. For the very first time since 1977, the Lada Niva is equipped with an airbag. It was about time. And to top it all off, Lada has installed a large touchscreen in the middle of the dashboard. Under the hood, the old 1.7-liter 83-horsepower engine has been consigned to history. It has been replaced by a 1.8-liter engine that now delivers the staggering power of 90 horsepower. Lada claims fuel consumption will drop by 3 to 33%, depending on driving style. That range is so broad, it makes you question if they did the math. But there's even better news. If you've ever owned a Lada Niva, you know that its main pastime, after burning fuel, was rusting. Rust on a Niva wasn't a flaw, it was standard equipment. Well, that's over. Avtovaz has applied a new double-sided galvanization treatment to the hood, the roof, the tailgate, and the chassis. On top of that, there's a simpler transfer case, plus improved suspension and a single key to open the doors and start the engine. Because yes, before, you needed two, and you get a vehicle that's almost modern. This technological marvel will be available in Russian dealerships in the fall, starting at around 10,000 euros. And obviously, with the current sanctions and European standards, you won't see a single one in French showrooms. But you can't help but feel an infinite fondness for this little Soviet cube.